Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckatini, and what I got for today is I'm going to break down the Arkansas Razorbacks 2027 secondary commitment so far. We're kind of at that dead period right now. I'll talk about that here in just a second, but now's the time it kind of slowing down. You can still get commitments. I'll talk about that in a second, but now's the time it's slowed down. Kind of that summer dead period here for about a month or more than a month. And now's the time to kind of calm down, look and see what you got, and that's what I'm doing. So far I've done the skills, our skills guys, then the offensive line, then I just did the defensive line. Now I'm on the secondary, and we got 3 secondary guys so far, and I'm gonna tell you, man, these are 3 good ones. And I put up here Arkansas is loading up, man. They're loading up. These 3 guys can all play. Remember, they're going to be 27 out this coming season. I get excited and ready for them to play right now, but it's 27. And these are all 3 lockdown defensive backs. A lot of coaches believe you take a corner and you get the corners, and then any of them that don't have great speed or maybe that are a little more physical, you move them to safety, and the safeties, you try to get them and move them to linebacker. That's if they're in high school and they're a safety, you try to bulk them up a little bit and put them in there at linebacker somewhere, or nickel or something. So Arkansas's got 3 good ones here. Really excited. You got Catlin IV over here on the left, and then you've got right here is Kevin Grant, and then over here is Jameer Cantrell. So 3 really good players I'm really excited about them. Coach Silverfield and his staff doing a great job of getting a lot of good talent in here and here to Arkansas. So without further ado, let's break them down, and I'll tell you what we're getting with each player. Now, I do have a lot more extensive breakdowns on these 3. I've got one video on each of them, doing much bigger breakdown on each player, and I have video of them. So if you're interested in watching a little bit more, then check them out. Go to my YouTube channel, type in their name, and you can watch my video breakdown of just them specifically, or any of our other transfer portal guys or high school guys that we've recruited. I've got video breakdowns just about on everybody. And for somebody I don't have, you want to see, leave their name in a comment below, and I will definitely check it out. Man, I love breaking down players, watching film, talking football. That was my profession for a long time. Still like doing it. That's why I make videos right now. I love doing this, and it's fun to me. I really like it, and I think a lot of people do too. Like to see what we have coming, and like to see them. You hear names and hear people say stuff, but to me, it's better to watch it on film, and that way I see what's coming. So anyway, breaking down these 3 guys right here together at the secondary. So here we go. Let's get into it. All right. Now, first off, I'm going to move my video over here. Seems to be better over here. Now, all right, here we go. So, this is Arkansas defensive secondary, the 2027 commit breakdown. These are our corners plus 1 safety. So, Catlin IV is a corner, Kevin Grant's a corner, and then Jameer Cantrell is the safety. Now, not to say these guys can't move around some. I think Catlin is going to be a corner for sure. I think Grant could kind of be a little bit of both. I'll tell you about. He's a very good corner, but I think he also could play some safety as well. He's got really good size. Jameer Cantrell is a safety right now. So now, talking about the calendar here. So recruiting calendar note. I hit on it just a little bit ago. So this is I'm sorry, I got off track. So recruiting calendar note. During the dead period, coaches cannot have in-person recruiting contact or host official visits, but phone, text, and digital communication can continue. So no more face-to-face, right? So everything slows down here, but they still can commit. As a matter of fact, I believe some guys are going to commit this Saturday, I think, on the 27th. So they've taken their visits, we had those 4 official visits right in a row, I believe, and then now everything's calmed down, and players are probably doing their pros and cons, trying to figure out where they want to go. And we're going to have some commit. I think we're expecting, hopefully, a couple guys to commit to us Saturday. This is Thursday when I'm doing this video. Thursday the what? I don't know if I can find that on my phone or not. Probably not. Thursday the 25th. So I think the 27th on Saturday we're supposed to have some guys announced. But anyway, my angle here on this video is to show that Arkansas is adding speed, coverage rates, and position flexibility to the back end of the defense. If you've been watching Arkansas football the last couple of years, wow, we've really struggled in this defensive secondary. Don't have enough speed, cover guys. And boy, Coach Silverfield is doing a good job of turning that around. We're getting 3 good ones right here that I like a lot. And they're highly rated too. Now, first one we're going to look at is John Catlin IV. Now, John is a corner, and he's from Denton Ryan there in Denton, Texas, close by. He's 5'11", 167, runs a 4.42. Boy, that's blazing speed right there. He can really run, I'm telling you. And you see it on film. And he's a track speed corner. So I told you the 4.42 40. Also ran a 10.6 300. Holy moly. Woo, that's smoking. 10.63, guys. That is flying. You get anybody under 11, that's good. But a 10.6 300, this guy can really run. 48.95 in the 400. Really good speed here. He's a loose athlete with a recovery burst when a route breaks late. And he can. You might beat him early. That's why he can get up and bump and run, because he's got that great speed and catch up with you. Now, he has competitive mirror skills. He can run with vertical routes, and he has good size too at 5'11", good height. He still has room to add strength without losing quickness. Yeah, he can definitely get up in that 180-pound range. If you say you gain about 5 pounds at least a year, you should be able to gain 5 pounds of good muscle. But everybody's got that where you don't want to get him bigger, right? And so he definitely got room on his frame to add some more. Over in his rankings and ratings, I already told you he's a 3-star. Well, I haven't told you this, but he's a 3-star, 87 ranking, 87 grade, 3-star with 87 grade. His composite's 86. In the nation, he's a 1,200th, 1,200th best player in the country. Cornerback, he's the 110th best corner in the country. And out of the state of Texas, he's the 153rd best player. So, just gives you a little bit of those rankings. Those rankings, there was a first-round draft pick quarterback, and what comes from Miami, Cam Ward is his name, maybe. And I think he was a 0. He had no stars coming out of high school. And then he was the #1 NFL draft pick. So, rankings, ratings. You can blow them out your ear. But anyway, it gives us kind of an idea. All right, Arkansas fit. He fits as an outside corner with pure speed upside. He gives Arkansas a developmental cover athlete for SEC receivers. And I'm going to tell you, I remember a little boy that transferred in from Texas, the big corner we got. I can't remember his name. I'm bad with names. You'll find out. But anyway, and I remember watching him. It was Coach Petrino's coach's show. They go to the Catfish Hole or whatever and do that coach's show. And he was saying, man, these SEC receivers, he said, the Big 12 receivers could run too. But he said, these SEC guys, he said, they can really run. He said, they really fast. And so you need guys like John Catlin that can run with them. His long-term path at Arkansas will be special teams early. Kickoff team right here, man. Put him on there as a safety, if nothing else. Somebody breaks free, he can chase him down, tackle him. Corner rotation as his body matures, But in 27, he'll probably be 170, 175, maybe 180, and still smoking that 4.42. He'll be ready to go. Remember, he's still got 1 year of high school left. His upside is tied to adding mass and sharpening his press technique, and that's true for all of them. He needs to add mass, get up in that 180 range, But he's perfect. He's fine where he is right now. Really good player, great speed. His speed jumps off the chart at you. You can see that right away. All right, now he's a quick twitch cover athlete. The speed is real. The next jump is strength and technique, and that's true. And that's all high school kids, corners. They got to figure out that technique, and that's why you specialize in college. So much. You just play that one side of the ball, and you play that one sport. Now, John could run some track too. I don't know. But anyway, really good player here, man. Really excited. He will help us as soon as he steps foot on the field. He makes your defense better. So really good player there. Now, here's Kevin Grant. Now, Kevin is a corner from Arlington Martin. They're in Arlington, Texas. Another Texas guy just here close to us. We got to hit Texas hard. I love that we're getting guys out of Texas. He's 5'11", 195, and reports a 4.3 40. That's faster than Catlin, so another cat that can run right here, man. And he has great size, 5'11", 195. That's getting into where you could put him in a safety back there. Really good size. But, he plays like a corner now. I'm not saying he's not a good corner. He's a very good corner. He's a bigger corner build at 195 pounds, already close to SEC ready size. And he is. He's already there. I did not put the prototypes. I'm trying to think. NFL prototype size, I think, is about 180 something. So he's probably SEC ready right now. I probably shouldn't even put already close. I pretty should have put he already is. After you type all this and you go back and read it, you see all your mistakes you made as you're thinking this out. But anyway, he reported 4.3 speed with track explosiveness, a 40-inch vertical, 24-foot, 7-inch long jump. Man, with those jumps and everything, that's how explosive they are. And I would know he was really fast just by looking at those numbers, just by doing this for over 20, over more than that, 25 years, you learn, like if you can power clean and squat, you can run. Now, you may not have 4.3 speed, but you're going to have good speed for your position and your body type, right? You don't have a 300-pound guy running 4.3, but if they can do power clean and they can squat and do that, they can run for their size, And so anyway, that just shows that speed, reported speed, is probably correct. He's a physical two-way athlete, comfortable in traffic and contact because he plays receiver as well in high school there in Arlington Martin, and he's a good receiver, man. He's a good player. So he's a two-way athlete right now in high school. He's a borderline 4-star profile with top 50 cornerback ranking. So speaking of ranking, let's look at that top right-hand corner here. He's a 3-star 89, and if he was going to Texas, he would probably be a 4-star 90. Let's just be true. But anyway, let's be real about it. So he's a 3-star, 89 grade, really good. Composites, 89. Nationally, he's the 451st best player in the country, okay, regardless of position. They had him ranked as the 44th best corner in the country, okay. Really high rankings here for Grant. And in Texas, he's the 59th best player coming out of that whole state of Texas, okay. Holy moly, really highly recruited here. Why is he not a 4-star? That's crazy because he's going to Arkansas. That's why. But anyway, really good player here. He's the most ready-made body among the secondary commits. He is. He's ready right now. He compete at boundary corner or nickel safety flex, depending on scheme. Boundary corner is the corner you put on the short side of the field. You have less players over there. You usually put your more guys, that strong safety kind of, you put him on the wide side. So that boundary corner's got to be able to come up and tackle and run. He's got to be physical. That's where you want your bigger, stronger corner, and Kevin would fit that perfectly. He could also put him as a nickel safety guy, with his good size and come up tackle. His physicality helps Arkansas versus bigger SEC receivers because you're going to see big receivers and fast ones. The super fast, but he's reported, him and Catlin both probably run about the same, pretty close there. But that physicality, his size will help us versus the bigger receivers. His upside, his coverage polish plus tackling makes him a multi-role defensive back, and it does for sure. And he's a tackler. He'll come up and tackle you now. He's not afraid, for sure. So he's a really good player. He's a guy that can be very versatile. You love to have players like Kevin that can do several different things. So Grant is the body type plus explosiveness combo. He looks like the most physically ready defensive back of the group. Yeah, he could come in and play right now. 26. He don't need to gain weight or speed. He can come in right now and play. And Catlin could too. All of them could. I'm just saying that Kevin is probably the most ready. But they're all three really good. Now, here's Jameer Cantrell, another good one right here, man. He's from Buford, Georgia, and I love Georgia, too, that we're getting in there. Coach Pittman started that pipeline, and some of his assistants he had coming because he was at Georgia before he came to Arkansas, and boy, I'm telling you, Georgia is loaded with talent now. So Jameer here is 5'10", 175, in the 4.5 range again. Really good. That's NFL prototype speed for a safety in there now. So we're getting great speed. His strengths are he's a multi-sport athlete with track production again. He's a 10.9 300, which is really good. 22.18 in the 200. He plays at Buford, which is one of Georgia's strongest talent pipelines. You like to be in there because if you get Jameer, you can see Jameer comes and he's successful, does well, gets the NFL. Those other guys say, hey, man, he came from where I did. I can go to Arkansas and do that, So you keep that pipeline going. His range and closing speed give him upside in space. He'll come up and tackle you too now. He'll hit you. He can cover too. He can cover ground from safety and help in matchup situations for sure. So he's a cover guy, and he can come tackle. He can do both. Really good. Now, he's a 3-star with an 87 grade, which is really good. He's close to that 4-star too. His composite's 87. Nationally, he's the 834th best player in the country, 84th best safety in the country, and in Georgia, he's number 98. And to be in the top 100 in Georgia, it means you're a good player, to say the least. So Jameer's a really good player here. He's Arkansas fit. He projects as a speed safety, nickel-type defensive back, and Arkansas's back end, a speed safety. Yeah, and he gained some weight too, but in high school, he's right about where he needs to be. He has that Georgia pipeline value and athletic upside to the class, like I've talked about already. His coverage range is important in modern SEC defenses for sure. Because the way these teams throw the ball, you got to go hash to hash, one hash to the far other sideline. You got to have a lot of range, and he does with that great speed he has. Development focus, needs to work on adding size. Needs to be up about that in that 180, 185 range. I tell you what, even probably up around 200 if you want to go to the NFL. But those are fully mature men in the NFL. But yeah, definitely could add some size. Tackling strength and deep safety discipline. Those are all three things that you could say about 99% of the high school guys coming out right there. But anyway, really good player here too, Jameer Cantrell. Cantrell brings track speed from an elite Georgia program. He is a range and space safety projection. So yeah, very happy with him. 3-star, 87. So you got one 4-star here. All right, one that should be, right here we had, so we got 3 stars, 87, 89, 87. And all three of these, if they're probably going to another school, Texas or Alabama, or if they go to Georgia, they'd be 4 stars. That's still the truth, So these are 3 really good players, and really good, man. Really excited about them. All right, here's the big picture here. Arkansas is adding 3 different defensive back profiles, and that's important. You don't want the same player. You want 3 different ones. Like, you need guys that can maybe play better at the boundary corner, some guys that are maybe smaller with super speed. You don't want the same guy. So you have pure speed, you have physical corner traits, and you have safety range. Pure speed is Catlin, and then physical is Grant, which Grant has great speed too, and then safety range is Cantrell. So, you got 3 different body types here now. So the best right now body is probably Kevin Grant. He's that 195 pound, 5'11", 195, 4'5", 40. He's right at it, man. He's ready to go. Best straight line speed is John Catlin, and his is if you look at his 100, he runs that 10.6. Holy moly. Really can go. The best safety range projection, of course, is Jameer, because these are safety there. Now, Susie Catlin, 4.42 speed, outside corner, of course. Grant, 195 pounds. He's a physical corner, boundary corner, could play some of that nickel, could play some safety. He's very versatile, Grant is. Cantrell is a 10.9 300, good speed. He's a range safety with a nickel flex, of course. He can get in there and cover somebody. So my closing line here is that this is not just Arkansas taking bodies in the secondary. They're not just say, hey, good corner, let's get him, get another good corner. What they've done is they're taking speed, leverage, and development traits that can become real SEC depth. And they're not just getting all the same archetypes here. They're getting a speed guy, physical, safety, right? And that's what you want. You want players that do different things. So if something's not working, try somebody else, right? So anyway, man, I believe that's my last slide, and I'm gonna cut this video right here. But really excited about those guys, man. They're really good players. You got an 87, 87, and a 90 there. Really good rankings. Like I say, if they were going to Texas or Alabama or Georgia, they'd probably all be 4 stars. So I think we're doing a great job getting those 3. So great job by Coach Silverfield and his staff. And but anyway, here's my Great Puck Team, my YouTube channel. You come here and you type in a name here, just hit that and then type in who you're looking for. But you also do basketball as well. These are three guys that, well, now Reese Austin is not tied to Arkansas in any way, but Zhu Jin and Kai Soto were. As far as we know, we're looking for a big man. It still might end up at Arkansas. I don't know. But you see, I do basketball, football, baseball. I do all breakdowns, and I love doing that. You know, my cat is going crazy over here. But anyway, so love doing that. And if there's anybody you're looking for, you know, click there and type their name in there and find them. If you can't find them, holler at me. Here's some football ones I just did. There's the front seven. There's Mahanri Maavea, I think. He is just signed with the football team. And there's Nolan Traeger. You know, these are the newest ones I've just done. So yeah, come check out some more videos. You know, if you like this one, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And then click that notification bell, because I'll be making another video here pretty soon talking about our special team guys. And then I know baseball, we signed another guy yesterday, I think, or got another commitment. So definitely going to do probably 2 more videos today. So click that notification bell so you get notified when I get them done. I'm working on them right now. Well, one of them I already have done. I just got to do the finishing touches. And then the baseball guy that we just signed another pitcher, I've got to get started on him. Figure everything out. So anyway, thank you so much for watching and spending time with me. I certainly do appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day, a great evening whenever you're watching this. And as always, go Hogs.